Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and this is meant to offend. So if you're offended, good. Now, this video today is mostly for the people running around out there trying to boycott Costco and talking about how terrible Costco's new "you must wear a mask" policy is. But it's also a little bit for the people out there who are like, I don't believe that this exists. I don't believe that people are actually trying to boycott Costco. I think this is all just another liberal conspiracy, because literally everything in the world either has to be like a right-wing conspiracy or a liberal conspiracy, because that's the world we live in, and this is stupid. And the whole reason we're here, right? I just decided to make this video. I wasn't planning. I didn't even bother putting on makeup, because turns out my opinion on Costco is trending on Twitter right now. So I figure if people care what I have to say, I better sit down and say something. No, Jesse, don't go enjoy your Friday in peace. Don't go have a nice weekend. Go clarify your statements so you don't have to waste time on Twitter trying to like set people straight and be like, all right, look here, and here's what's really happening. So let's just do it now quickly. This will actually save me time in the long run, but you know what? Without eyeliner. So there you go. So what's going on? What's the gist of this? What is happening, people? Okay, so Costco put in a policy, apparently announced this like days ago, beginning of this week perhaps, that they were going to start just nationwide requiring anybody entering their store, shopping in their store, as well as their employees, as they've already done, to wear a mask. Just any kind of face covering, any mask, like a lot of places have done. And turns out this was actually the worst thing ever. I'm surprised people aren't calling Costco a bunch of Nazis right now, because that seems to be the popular theory. We've made this policy that you feel restricts your freedom. You're a Nazi! Not how that one works, but you know what? Whatever. We're not here to talk about Nazi Day. We're here to talk about Costco and a lot of idiotic misconceptions swirling around this policy and people's feelings about it. So my statement on Twitter, which you can go check out for yourself, it's there, it's not going anywhere. I just ended up with, I started out with one post, it turned into a thread. I rarely make threads. And I just had a lot of feelings about this to put out there, which is namely, chiefly, specifically Costco. What are they doing? They're making a policy that they're making it, guys, with good intentions, whether you believe in this pandemic or not, which seems like a dumb thing to not believe in. I mean, it's just a virus. It's not like the boogeyman or Santa Claus. But whatever, whether you believe in the severity, I get it. There's a lot of, because we're in a world where everything is polarized and facts don't actually mean anything. It's all opinions and whatnot. There's a lot of hubbub swirling. Are we taking this too seriously? Are we not taking it seriously enough? And it's all finger pointing and politicized, because why take time off of politics to all be in something together when we could just use it as more excuses for infighting and hating each other? That sounds like way more fun. Let's not come together in a time of national crisis. No, let's just keep nitpicking at each other over dumb stuff like this. There are important things happening in the world today. All the issues that existed that plagued our world before this pandemic started are still there. They didn't go away. And yet people find themselves with all this free time. So what are they doing with it? They're protesting Costco. So Costco makes this policy. And like I said, irrespective of your feelings on the pandemic, this policy is made in the interest of keeping people healthy. It's not some evil, sadistic, big brother way to invade your privacy and steal your freedom. It's just something that the company is earnestly doing to try to help you. The company is not trying to make some political statement. They didn't decide everyone's going to wear a mask because we think that sends a clear message that we support democratic policies. No, they're just going off of this recommendations from who? That's the World Health Organization, if you didn't know, and the CDC. The CDC, a nonpartisan organization committed to the health and safety of the citizens of the United States, not an organization committed to any one person sitting in the White House, okay? So whether or not you agree with this policy, this is not a political situation. This is not someone's case where we're politically taking sides one way or the other. This is a situation in which a company, a non-government company, so not beholden to the same stipulations and constitutional provisions that your government is beholden to, has made a policy decision, which they are well within their right to do, and you're pissed about it. So fine, to cancel your membership, don't shop there. That's up to you. That's your prerogative. But why it needs to be some hashtag boycott Costco? How dare you? Know your constitutional rights, people. Which whoever posted it, I did see a tweet where someone legitimately was like, know your constitutional rights. I'm like, clearly you don't. Because let's break this down further. Costco is not just a non-government owned business. They are a club. Yes, they're a club. That's why you buy a membership. They are technically a membership-based club, a private membership-based club. You must buy a membership to shop there. Which means when you buy a membership to shop there, you're saying, I accept your policies, conditions, etc., whatever. As a private club, they have the right to set whatever parameters and stipulations they want to set. If you are a member of a private country club that was like, you have to wear a shirt when you're on these premises at all times, outside of the pool area if they have one, are you going to cry about how restrictive that is? Now that cuts into your freedom? Oh no! Let's say your favorite beach restaurant used to let you wander in your bare feet, and now they have a policy that say you have to have shoes even if they're flip-flops in order to eat here. Are you gonna freak out and go, oh, my constitutional rights are being taken away, this is a violation of my privacy? No. If you can't be bothered to get a pair of flip-flops, you just don't eat there anymore. If you can't be bothered to wear a shirt at your country club, you don't become a member. You don't give it your business. That's fine. I'm not saying that people are wrong, because everyone's going, I have the right to shop wherever I want and do what I want. You do. You do. You don't like Costco's mask wearing policy? Don't shop there. Cancel your membership. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have an issue with that. Do I think it's stupid to be so up in arms about wearing a mask? Yeah, I think it's a little childish and a little immature to just, not be able to suck it up, put something over your face for the hour max that you're going shopping for. It's not killing you, despite another idiot being like, you're the dangers of oxygen deprivation. You're not getting oxygen deprivation by wearing a breathable breathing mask. That's not how that works. That's just more idiots. So that's that. So the whole thing is, but the reality is, I don't care whatever reason you have, and I can accept the reason of like, look, maybe I will wear a mask. Just ask me to. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being forced to conform to these things. Great. Then don't be a member of Costco. That's, again, not an issue, but that's just a transaction between you and the business. Here's what the business is offering you. X, Y, and Z with these stipulations. And you say, those stipulations are too much for me. They're not worth X, Y, and Z. So I'm not going to give them my business. I'm not going to be a member of this private club who has the right to set whatever those stipulations are, however they choose, as long as it's not in a violation of the law. That's fine. That's not the problem I have. The problem I have is everyone acting like they're making some sort of grand political statement, but I'm not going to shop at Costco. How dare they? How dare they what? How dare they do what a private club has any right to do, which is create arbitrary policies about what its members need to do or not do, look like or not look like, wear or not wear. It's just life. That's just how private industry works. Get used to it. It's not, I can understand a little more, protesting the government. Oh, you're the government. We pay you taxes to keep our infrastructure going and our military running. You don't have any right to govern how we live our lives or the things we do. Okay, that I can understand, right? That I can understand. But again, this is not the government. The Costco is not beholden to the same stipulations and promises of freedom that the government is. Why? Because you're not forced to shop at Costco. You don't have to go to Costco. Therefore, you don't have to be a member of Costco. Therefore, Costco does not have to do anything for you. They get to do what they want. You get to choose whether to shop there or be a member. It's all this nice little freedom loop that we live in. Okay, so this nonsense of let me go take to Twitter and air my grievances and call for a boycott and scream about my civil liberties and my constitutional rights is just childish and ignorant. This has nothing to do with your constitutional rights or your civil liberties. This is about a business wanting to just choose its own policies and accepting that people will shop there or not based on its policies. This is fine. This need to politicize it. This need to make it some grand statement. This need to fucking bitch about it. Christ's sakes, if you have time to bitch about the fact that Costco has a mask-wearing policy, first of all, be thankful that you have enough money to have a Costco membership and shop there, because plenty of people don't have that right now. So you really want to do something? You really want to make a stand in the corona crisis, right? Take care of somebody or do something or speak on behalf of people who don't have a voice right now and don't have enough money to go to Costco, let around sitting on Twitter bitching about how oppressive Costco's effing policies are. Y'all out there protesting wearing a mask. I'm sure you were the first people to throw the term snowflake around when someone's being too sensitive. Well, you want that right now? You are being a bunch of fucking snowflakes. You are being too goddamn sensitive. It is a private company. They can require you or not to do what they want, and you can just not shop there and not have a fucking tantrum on fucking Twitter about it. So there, stop being a baby, grow up, shut your stupid mouth. If you have time to bitch on Twitter, do something more productive with your life. So that's for those people. Like I said, it's a little bit for the people who are like, I don't believe that this is real. I think this is just a liberal conspiracy, because all the hashtags I've seen that are hashtag boycott Costco are actually in support of Costco. Okay, well, clearly you don't understand how Twitter works. I'm shocked that I had to explain Twitter to anybody, because I barely know how the damn thing works. But what I do know is the nature of hashtags, right? Hashtags take on a different life depending on how long they're out there. Now, the boycott Costco hashtag actually started way earlier this week when the policy was first announced. And so over the course of the week, some smaller news outlets, hasn't really caught any big media attention because it's not a big fucking deal, but some smaller news outlets, some online publications have thrown an article up, about the backlash they've posted. And in these articles, by the way, if you want any of these anti-tweets, just go find any of these articles. They will give you a whole list of people who are real pissed. And the tweets, you can go right to the tweets themselves and whatnot and find all of these people, tons and tons of people who are so pissed and they're going to boycott Costco because of this new policy, etc. But what happens? Okay, so Now, someone puts out an article, it popped up in the news cycle more yesterday, right? And why is it trending now? I don't know, maybe, whatever, I don't know what happened first. It was the news cycle picking it up, or people on Twitter picking up on the hashtag, but whatever it was, people started to pick up on this hate towards Costco because of this mask policy. So, people started flooding the hashtag boycott Costco hashtag with pro-Costco sentiment. This is what happens. I can't tell you how many times I've seen something trending as a hashtag that I've gotten to on the later side of things, and I'm like, wait, why is this person trending? Why is this thing trending? And I can't for the life of me fucking figure it out, because all I've got are the people, rebutting it or sticking up for it or something else. It's gone that we're so deep into the news loop of it that I'm not at the original source and I can't go back through Twitter and find the original source. It is frustrating. It is annoying because sometimes you can't even figure out what the hell actually happened and where it actually started. But take my word for it, because I've done the research. Or don't do the research yourself. You can find out where all this started and where all this started happening. Yes, it is deeply rooted in anti-Costco people who are very against this new policy and took to Twitter to bitch about it. Now that people have picked up on it and know that it's happening, the hashtag has been flooded with pro-Costco sentiment. So all of your newer hashtags, because first of all, most of these people, got this out of the system earlier the week when the policy was announced, and second of all, there's just an influx of people reacting to this new thing. So that the outrage, has hit its peak on the outrage cycle. So it's on the low slope. People are picking up on this outrage and giving it their counter outrage, which means that the vast majority of new and trending tweets you're going to see under that hashtag are going to be the pro-Costco ones. That does not mean that there wasn't a large movement to boycott Costco in the first place. There was a large enough one that it garnered enough attention that people felt the need to take to Twitter en masse and support a thing, right? Generally speaking, if you see a hashtag like that that's trending, not my this or cancel whatever, and most of the tweets attached to it are positive, you can rest assured that at some point, even if the initial movement wasn't as big as the counter movement, at some point there was a significantly sized movement to push for that thing. Not always. Yes, sometimes it's an evil conspiracy, but in this case, I can say, again, don't vouch for me, just do your own research. You can very easily find it. Really just get off of Twitter for 5 seconds and search somewhere else. And again, at this point, just go find a bunch of articles that will just post all of these tweets. You can go find like 12 distinct tweets in about a minute. All boycott Costco, boycott Costco, boycott Costco. Is 12 a significant sample size? No, but again, that's a minute. Spend your whole day doing it. I'm sure you can come up with thousands of tweets by the end of the day of people who are all angry and outraged at Costco. So here's the point. Here's the bottom line. Stop whining, first of all. It's not a big fucking deal. It's not oppressive. It's not harmful to you. It's not stripping you of your civil liberties, of your American freedoms. It's just a policy. You don't like it, don't shop there. But you're not making a statement by not shopping there. You're not making some big courageous move. You're not calling for some mass change in society by not shopping there and tweeting about it. You're just choosing to not put your business there. And that is fine. And guess what? Based again on, the number of counter tweets and people supporting Costco, your choice is not going to make a big difference anyway. So there you go. Have at it. Stop bitching about it because you're literally just wasting your time because your gesture means nothing in the first place and you're not making a political statement. So stop caring. Also, and then finally, right? Not everything is a fucking liberal or conservative conspiracy. All right? It's not. Are they out there? Do they exist? Sure. All right? But the fact that everyone's immediate reaction, here's the thing. This is a challenge everyone to do, okay? The next time you read a headline or a piece of news or something trending on Twitter, right, and it casts a negative light on people that you would consider in your group or your political stance or spectrum or whatever, or some people that you've at some point agreed with, before you immediately run to conservative conspiracy, liberal conspiracy, take just 5 minutes. 5 minutes to entertain that it just is what it is. That's exactly what it sounds like and that it's true. And read up on it with that lens. And then entertain your conspiracy theories and find the counters. But at least for 5 minutes, expose yourself to the possibility. Entertain the option that you might not be right. And that not every single person who thinks something similar to you or aligns themselves with something you align with is 100% perfect, virtuous, beautiful, whatever, right? And that's this whole thing. You don't even have to entertain the possibility that you're wrong. You can just entertain the possibility that somebody else on your side of the political dividing line might be wrong. Because it happens. It happens every fucking day. And that's the thing. It's not this all or nothing, do or die, defend you to my last dying breath, we're all in this together, because clearly we're not. Clearly, we are absolutely not, because the second I say something that's not what you think or what you believe, you're all going to tear me down in a heartbeat. There's no loyalty there. There's no in this together. That person you're, dying on the altar to defend, and writes in the office, this is a liberal conspiracy, is not going to turn around and do the same for you if it's your ass on the line. So why are you so invested in defending every little talking point here and there and whatever? If somebody says, hey, here's this thing that conservatives are doing, you're a conservative and you're not doing it, great, just go be the voice saying, I'm not doing this. And again, investigate. Maybe people are doing it, and you have an opportunity to say, hey, let's denounce that as fellow conservatives and say, this is not what we stand for. This is not what we're about. Why not do that? Likewise, if you're a liberal, right? And someone's like, oh, you crazy liberals always doing this, always believing these things. Examine that. Where does that idea come from? Where does this notion stem from? And what elements, what people in your movement, and what things have you may possibly been complicit in that has furthered this notion, whether it's real or exaggerated? Take some responsibility, take some accountability, take a look at yourself first. Then start pointing fingers wherever you want. Lord knows I ain't gonna be able to stop you from doing that. But I do this, and I'm asking everyone else to do this. The second you have a knee-jerk reaction, this can't be real, or this isn't right, or I don't believe this, entertain for 5 minutes the possibility that it is real, that it is true. Search for it with that in mind, and then dismiss it and tear it down and whatever you want. But for 5 minutes, just take a second to imagine that not everything is a conspiracy against you, that not everything you think is immediately 100% correct and the truth. And not everybody who's bad are, the evil people on the opposite side of you, and not everyone who's good are all evil you're surrounding yourself with. That there's both on both sides. Please, for the love of God and all that is good, and not even God if you don't believe in God or a different God, or I don't even care. I don't want to piss people off. No, for the love of God, oh, she said God. I don't even give a shit. For the love of anything, just spend some time understanding this world is not absolute, it's not black and white, and that having to wear a mask in Costco is not the end of the world and the stripping of your civil liberties, for fuck's sake. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today. So if you're offended, awesome. If you're not, I'll always try harder next time. Eventually I'll hit a topic that gets to you. That's how I'm going to lose all my subscribers one day. Hooray! Just pick them off one by one. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you do press the like button. That's how we do on my channel. I don't believe in your freedoms. My channel doesn't believe in your freedom. My like button certainly doesn't believe in its own freedom, so press it. And make sure you follow me everywhere. If you want more of my content, I'm putting up multiple videos a week, a ton of videos a week actually, over on Patreon, and I'm throwing those up on Subscribestar as well. Just search Mindless Entertainment for both of those things, or check the links in the description below to get to all of that. And make sure you're following me on Twitter at Jessie Milestone, on Instagram at Mindless Entertainment, and check me out on my other videos. And also I'm streaming like a Monday through Thursday now, so make sure you're there for that. We have a ton of fun. And that's it. So subscribe, like, share, all of those wonderful things, and God Empress out.